Hello, I'm Andrew Jupin.
Chris Cabin.
Steven Sadak.
And we hate movies. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a very special edition of We Hate Movies. This is one of the ultimate stay tuned episodes of all time. It is 2004's Secret Window, directed by famed screenwriter David Koepp.
We don't usually hate movies on this show. That's kind of the ironic, distance. It's like, oh, these guys really love movies. And,
Right.
We start talking about Time Cop. We start talking about Mortal Kombat. They're like, they don't hate that movie at all. And,
Yeah.
I know. That's the whole point, guys. We're all,
We're all in on the joke.
I fucking hate Secret Window.
Oh,
I really,
yeah.
with a capital H, ignorant hate fucking Secret Window.
You fucking Fox News hate this movie.
Yeah.
Like all the ignorant hate that spews out of that 24-hour news cycle.
Because it's a struggler. It's the one you have to struggle through just to get through the fucking movie. It's 96 minutes long.
Is it really only 96
It's only
minutes?
96 minutes long.
Holy moly.
It feels like the entire last season of Breaking Bad.
Like all 16 or 8?
Just like the emotional exhaustion
Oh.
I put towards that season was what I felt like going through this fucking movie.
It's like watching Ozymandias on loop.
Well, it's because the problem is you're stretching out a very thin novella into a full-length movie, and short stories can be movies, novels can be movies, but this is kind of like eating dinner with people that have a 3-course meal, and you have to stretch a taco out. You know what I mean? You'll bite, you'll drink a little bit, you'll walk around the table, you'll ask a lot of questions to other people.
Well, here's the trick with that is that you gotta serve the sour cream as the soup appetizer,
Yeah.
and then you gotta do the lettuce and the iceberg lettuce and the tomato is your salad, and then you just a crumble of fucking meat.
Remind me to never have dinner at your house ever again.
Why? It's delicious.
Yes, a crumble of meat, a lettuce leaf with a cherry tomato,
And a
some
tortilla.
sour cream.
Maybe a tortilla.
if I'm lucky.
This is the beginning of Johnny Depp's. I'm not getting a haircut for this movie, period. It's just nope. Yep, not going to do it.
I will say right up front, though, a note that I made while watching this movie. Because this is 2004.
Yeah.
So it's post the first Pirates movie, which
Yep.
I think was 2003 or 2000.
They moved.
Maybe even 2001?
They moved up the release date of this movie because of how popular Pirates of the Caribbean was.
So it's between that and he's in the Dark Shadows movie
Yeah.
and he's in the Alice in Wonderland movie. A note I made, and this is a wretched film, but it's nice to see him playing a human being.
Yeah.
Just a human being. Right?
Just a person with thoughts and feelings.
Yeah, just a person.
But I think that's the problem with the movie, is that I don't really think Johnny Depp's human.
You might be on to
He's
something.
less convincing as a human being than he is as a fucking vampire.
He did make a pretty good vampire.
He's a pretty
in
good
that movie.
vampire.
That's a good movie.
Still haven't seen that movie. I've been off and one of the reasons I saw this movie was I was a bit of a Depp head in the middle 2000s.
Who wasn't, man?
Well, because he was really before that Pirates movie broke. He had the 90s and the early 2000s where he was super selective, super swinging for the fences with each role, and
Yeah.
where's it? What's he gonna do next? And then it's oh, Secret Window, oh, Transcendence, oh, The Tourist,
Oh, The Tourist.
oh, The Tourist.
I think we might have to tell the tourist story on this episode, too.
I got a couple of Johnny Depp.
Yeah, there's a couple of Johnny Depp-related stories that we have
Me
for
and
you
Steve
today.
have a Secret Window story.
It's going to be great, and we'll get to it all. Now, my question is, you said it's based on a Stephen King novella.
Yeah.
We did Silver Bullet, which was based on a Stephen King novelette.
Yeah.
Steven Sadak with a degree in creative writing. Can you tell us and the folks at home what the difference is?
I think novelette's even shorter than a novella.
Is it
Novella's
really?
Novella's probably somewhere between 70 and 100 pages. Maybe even 120.
Uh-huh.
Like, I feel like you got to break the 150 to really be a full-grown novel.
Oh, I see.
And I mean,
So was a novelette 50 pages?
yeah, it's about 50, 60 pages.
But
you know.
there's some fucking Raymond Carver stories that are that.
Yeah.
fucking
Oh, yeah. Well,
long.
that's the thing. It's a fucking short story, Chris. That's all. Don't shit a shitter. Silver Bullet is a fucking short story with Bernie Wrightson drawings to fill out the page count.
So we start things off with it's a terrifying couple of minutes in this opening sequence because it's Johnny Depp like thinking to himself with a voiceover. There's a snowstorm going
Yeah,
on.
Speaking of Breaking Bad,
Yeah.
He's in the car. Oh, do you think he died before he got out of that car, Chris?
Maybe. Don't get me fucking started on the Breaking Bad conspiracy theories. And let me say another thing about that, just because you got my angry head thinking about it, Steve. If anyone out there in the near future is going to speak with Bryan Cranston, Vince Gilligan, Aaron Paul, anyone who was associated with Breaking Bad, and you want to ask them whether or not we've seen the last of Walter White,
no. Let them walk out of the Chipotle in peace. Just let them go.
I mean, first
Or
of all,
say
leave them
thank
alone.
you.
If it's not a sanctioned interview, first of all, leave them alone. Don't harass people. But if you are sitting down with someone, just stop. He's fucking dead, and that's the end of it.
I'm here to talk about Godzilla. Thank you very much.
He's wasted in that movie, by
I
the
didn't
way.
see it.
You're not missing much.
Opinions on who hate movies.
That's a story for another day. But thankfully, we're all here to agree on the wretched pile of cinema shit that is Secret Window. So we're in a motel parking lot. He's talking to himself like,
Just drive away. Don't go back there. Just drive away. Don't go back. Don't go back. Oh, you're going back.
and he goes back. And it's a whole like, oh, he finds his wife sleeping with someone else.
With Timothy Hutton, by the way.
With Timothy Hutton is useless in this movie, like most things starring Timothy Hutton.
post-Oscar, pre-leverage.
It's a bit of a dead zone.
Yeah, oh, it's a big old dead zone.
The vast movie wasteland.
Poor bastard. I have no reason to have goodwill towards Timothy Hutton, but I just do.
I do.
You do? You give him a free pass?
Free pass for some reason.
I don't know. I like him. I've never had
Well,
a
Chris,
problem
you
with
have that Ordinary People T-shirt, so I know that you're...
I mean that thing survived a lot of washes. A whole lot of pizzas as well.
your pizza eating shirt is your
I mean,
Ordinary
and
People
it's
t-shirt.
white, so I don't know how, frankly.
Well, so he busts in on them. They're,
Yeah.
Maria Bello and Timothy Hutton are sleeping together, and he's like, all we see is him like scream, and then everything goes white, and they're like, oh, what the fuck happened? And then, very much like Johnny Depp acting in this film, most of this movie he just wants to take a nap. Like that's all he wants.
He really just wants the sweet, sweet slumber in this movie, which I don't blame him.
The first third of the movie, that's all he's doing is taking a bunch of naps.
You know what he's got in this movie? The character has, and I don't appreciate it, a real ratty bathrobe.
Yeah.
And, you know, I get it. Men, okay? Like, we like to run shit into the ground. When you have a huge hole on the back of your robe, it's time to go to Macy's and get a new bathrobe. This thing is disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, he's sleeping in it. He's walking around in it all fucking day. He's sweating in it all fucking day.
Yeah.
But
That
that's-
went through the fucking smoke cycle, too. He just quit smoking. That thing stinks.
Yeah.
But that's the problem with this movie and all movies is, or almost bad movies, is the clothes never have texture. They're just like all of his clothes are the cleanest, never worn J.C. Penney catalog clothes, like really just out of cellophane. He puts it on, and you could tell, especially like now we have Blu-rays and shit.
Yeah.
like it's just so obvious. Like you can see the creases.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. It's like, let that shit fucking get wrinkled or someone get a mustard bottle.
Yeah.
Like, that's what that bathrobe needs. I mean, it's ratty because it's like a ratty looking design and it's torn. So that's why I'm calling it ratty. But I bet you in reality, some like set dresser just like snipped that sleeve.
Oh, yeah.
And put
Yeah.
the hole in it. And otherwise, that bathrobe smells fantastic.
What you do for a movie, especially a movie about like a grimy character, is you go to an office park and you get all the clothes you want to use for the movie and have everyone in the office sit on those clothes for the day.
Yep.
And that's it. It smells like ass. It's got a feel to it. You don't wash them.
Yeah.
That's it.
And all you feed them are bowls of baked beans. And then you get the real stench of it because he's got to fucking walk around with the stench in. Actors can use that, you know?
Yeah. You're right. They can use stenches.
The Chris Cabin method.
You have to smell your character. I don't know why you're
It's
French.
actually Kabinslovsky, but
So he's napping, and there's a knock at the door. This movie reminded me of two things that I don't know why this is the way I am, but it just is. Two things that strike so much fear into my heart these days are loud knocks on doors and ringing telephones. I don't know why, but this movie has both of them in
man,
spades.
you must fucking hate the beginning of Once Upon a Time in America.
It makes me jump like no other. And there is just cop knocking at the beginning of this movie. He wakes up, opens the door. There is a very Amish John Turturro standing on the porch.
And what I thought you were going to say what terrifies you about this movie is how inappropriately cast John Turturro is.
Oh, well, that is terrifying. You're right. It's a real mistake.
Like, he does a southern accent, and it's fun and fine in Oh Brother because it's a comedy, and like
They're supposed to be cartoons.
exactly he's not supposed to be scary in that movie.
He's not at all menacing in this movie.
Not in the least,
and it's
no.
because of this corn-eaten accent that he's doing.
It's John Travolta would be terrible, but Turturro is never scary.
No.
he seems like a really nice guy.
Yeah, no, he's a very nice guy. And like he opens the door and the first thing out of his mouth is the famous line, we all remember it.
You stole my story.
Man, I said this before we went on the air, but that will never not be funny to me. Like, I was watching this last night. It was late at night. I had the headphones on. My wife's asleep. You stole my story comes on. And I just fucking burst out like full tilt laughing. It's like, why was that the take that was used in the movie, man?
I'm sorry, I do not believe that Chris Christopherson was that much more than John Turturro. Get Chris Christopherson in this role, my ice cold veins just chill.
Yeah,
Hey, pussy, you stole my story.
You stole my story, chicken shit.
Or a Sam Shepard, like something of that ilk. Like
Honestly, get a menacing old man.
Yeah, that's an old man is the way to do it.
Not
yeah.
Brooklyn's John Turturro.
No, my God, Brooklyn's John Turturro. You want to fill out a Spike Lee movie? Let's call up John fucking Turturro.
Mm-hmm.
You want a menacing Mississippian? Not John Turturro.
Nope.
Never in a million years.
Never and that's why it's like, I mean, I think it was a thing where people read this script and they were like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, you got to be fucking kidding. Like, Sam Shepard was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Come on now.
I mean, I'll do dog shit. I'll roll around your dog shit for you.
I ain't saying you stole my story. That's just, son, that's one of the worst written lines of dialogue I've ever read in my life.
like a high wind in a cane field.
Oh,
Yeah.
David, have you even been in a cane field?
the dialogue that comes out of this idiot's mouth. It's just, I mean, it's not scary. It's not menacing. And he's wearing the silliest hat anyone could ever wear. The hat, by the way, has enormous significance.
It certainly does. Also, his name is John Shooter.
Jim Shooter, actually.
Is it Jim?
I don't know. Fuck it. Sorry, I apologize.
Either way, it's Shooter. That's the important part.
And in my head, all I'm thinking about is fucking Happy Gilmore.
Shooter.
That's all I'm thinking. Because he keeps on saying, "Shooter, Shooter's coming, Shooter."
By the way, R.I.P. Richard Keel.
I believe
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Mr. Gilmore's
I
jacket.
know.
Yeah.
You get Richard Keel? You stole my story, Mr. Gilmore. Oh, fuck.
Like, why are we doing this work for you, Hollywood?
Also, Richard Keel's 2.5 feet taller than Johnny Depp. That would be terrifying.
Menacing shit, man. This is a Stephen King adaptation. Let's spook it up a little bit.
That's the problem. I rewatched the trailer on this, and I remember being very excited in 2004. I was a bit of a Depp head, and the trailer came out, and it was a spooky trailer. And I'm like, oh shit, it's either going to be ghosts or maybe aliens, because it's Stephen King, and maybe it's a Cthulhu thing from another dimension, but I'm cool with all that shit.
Now, this is what I forget. Was it this or Van Helsing that we were in the line for? Because we waited in a line.
Oh, no, it was
I
this.
think
It was
for this
this.
one,
It
yeah.
was this.
Oh.
Waited a fucking 30 minutes.
So here
Can
it
we
is.
tell this story, the first one? This is a fantastic two-sided tale.
So we got preview tickets to this because I'm so fucking ecstatic that Johnny Depp's coming out with a spooky story.
And this was the thing, too, where it's like, I don't know if they even do this anymore. I don't...
Yeah.
Because of my job, I don't pay attention to stuff like this as much. But back in the day, it was like you would go to a record store or like your local like DVD shop or whatever, and they would have those like rectangular paper passes. And honestly, those were always for the movies that the company was like terrified about. So it was like, let's do the before it opens preview screening because we have to get people talking
Drum
about
up
this
word
movie.
of mouth. That's all you can do.
You and I went to one for the ladies' man, Chris Cavan.
and
We
Men
all
of
know-
Honor.
Oh, and Men of Honor. And we both know how those movies turned out.
That's how I saw both Drill Bit Taylor and Semi Pro.
Wow, so Drill Bit Taylor and Semi Pro both like more contemporary films
Yeah.
by a few years at
No,
least.
they still do that. I'll
do
walk.
they?
I'll walk by in Union Square. People will always be trying to give
Oh,
me
yeah, a
tickets
guy
to
in front of
garbage.
the movie theater's got a fucking clipboard, and
Oh.
they're telling you, like, come to this fucking thing.
See, I can't. I like technically can't go to those anymore.
Yeah.
So I always sound like a huge prick when they ask me because I'm like, no, man, I can't do it. And they'll be like, oh, why, man? You don't want to go to a free movie? And I have to say I'm in the industry, and I just sound like the biggest fucking asshole.
You can also say that movie sounds like dog shit and keep walking.
You can also just ignore them.
Well, what I did do quite recently was someone asked me if I wanted to watch the trailer to, and this was a while before it came out, if I wanted to watch the new trailer for what became, was it called Ride Along, the Ice Cube
Yes.
Kevin Hart
Yeah.
movie? He was like, you want to see the new trailer for the Ice Cube Kevin Hart movie? And I just went, no.
It's just totally fine.
So anyway, the secret window preview screening.
We wait in line. The line's around, it's around the block or whatever. Not really, but just it's a line. We're waiting in line for 20 minutes. Finally get let in. We get a good seat. And we're sitting next to some old ladies because it's a fucking weekday and what else are they doing kind of a deal. And the movie starts and I hear a crinkling noise. And I'm like, well, that's a weird crinkling noise. And Chris and I are sitting next to each other. We both start to smell something really weird. And it's Johnny Depp being like, I can't go in there. My wife's fucking somebody. And I'm trying to get into the drama of the situation.
Because you're a Depp head, you want to give this movie your full attention.
Absolutely. My boyfriend's on screen, right?
And he's the whole movie, essentially.
He's got a cute haircut, the whole
My
bit.
boyfriend's, you sound like my mother with Harrison Ford.
And it just, I look over because the smell is so pungent at this point. I look over and it's an old lady, like a David Lynch nightmare, eating a fish like it was a candy bar. Like she's got like a carp wrapped up in aluminum foil and is only tearing it off as she eats it around. Like I don't eat, like it's a banana. It was disgusting. A fish. And I start giving Chris the old elbow nudge, and he starts to laugh harder than anyone's ever laughed, while Maria Bello is, ruining Johnny Depp's fake life.
The other side to this story is when everybody procured these tickets, it was the two of you and then like a couple other people from our circle of friends. And it was like, oh, we're all going to Secret Window, man. You want to come? And it was a Thursday night. We were in college, and I had class on Thursday nights. And I was like, sorry, guys, I got class. And I really wish we could travel back in time 10 years to figure out what this was, because everybody was so excited about this movie. It was like, dude, you're not going to skip class and go to the Secret Window screen. That's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking Secret Window.
Prognosis negative.
So then everybody's making fun of me. Fucking nerd, you're going to go to class instead of seeing Secret Window? Oh, man. So I go to class. I come back, I'm just like watching TV on the couch, and you guys come home, and I'm like, so how was Secret Window? I'm the nerd that didn't go. And it was a real like let us never speak of this night again situation. So in the end, I came out on top. For
You
not
learned
going.
something. Yeah. We lost brain cells.
I'm pretty sure it was a situation where we both went down the hallway and slammed 2 separate doors. Because it was that shitty of a fucking movie.
Oh,
So you stole my story. And he's
stole it right out from under me.
And, Depp is like, no, I didn't. I'm a professional writer. I don't steal things. And, we're going back and forth. And he gives him a manuscript. He's like, this is the story you stole. It starts on page 7. Talk to you later from Brooklyn. What? He's got nothing on this accent, man. It is wib-wobbling all over the place.
Yeah, he can't. It's like when you see an old lady on the street and she's walking a huge dog, but the dog's really walking her.
Yeah.
That's what's going on with this voice he's doing.
You can meet me at Joe's Delicatessen anytime you want to, okay?
Well, at one point he says Riverdale, New York. He can't say New York regular because he's John fucking Turturro.
Do you think he was fighting with David Kep on that one? He's like, you should probably not say York like that. And he's like, well, listen, it's just that it's a place in the Bronx that I've been to, so I gotta say York. It's what I do.
It's respect for the Bronx.
I gotta represent Yankee Stadium. And he's like, no, okay, it's Secret Window. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably during his let's amass as much funds for Passione as possible.
He's never directed a good movie.
Not Turturro, no. Not
John Turturro's never directed. I don't think David Kep's really directed a good movie
No.
either. But
not to my
anytime you see a directed by John Turturro, turn the other way. The fucking is it Passione? It's Romance and Cigarettes, and then the latest cinematic
Fading
fucking
Gigolo.
garbage, Fading Gigolo. Did you see that one?
No, I missed it.
Stay
really
away.
bad. Yeah, it's really
Stay
bad.
far away.
I just never wanted to.
So it's this whole thing of like, he never really fully expresses what he wants Johnny Depp to do with this information.
Well, he does an hour into this fucking movie.
But even then, it changes. It keeps evolving what he expects. And rightfully, Johnny Depp is like, listen, even if this is true, what do you want me to do about it? What are we going to do about it? Mm-hmm. My story was, then they start doing when was your story published? And when did you write your story, right? Because that's like the ultimate way, he says,
sure.
where writers can figure out who did it first. That's the only way you solve these things.
Yeah.
And he's like, I wrote it in 1997. And he's like, oh, well, that's great because I wrote mine in 1994 and it was published then. So take that.
That's the end of it.
That should be the end of this movie. Right there. That's
Oh,
the end
goodbye,
of it.
everybody. Bye, David Kep. I'm glad I didn't get a haircut for this movie, and I'm wearing cool glasses the entire time.
Isn't that great? Look at this bathrobe. All right.
And so the whole thing is he wants Johnny Depp to produce the magazine where the story was printed and then he'll go away. That's the whole thing.
Well, that's the problem with it, is that it's never I do agree with you. It's not just setting up, because the beginning of the scene should be, this is what I'm accusing you of.
Right.
You either admit it or you deny. He denies it. And then from there, okay, well then I'll call fucking Morty, or I'll call, Sydney, my lawyer, or I'll call my book agent, and we're gonna get this set. You sit in my fucking shitty ass apartment.
Yeah,
here,
let's figure this out.
I'm gonna call up this guy, and we're gonna have. You know what? I want this settled.
Yeah.
But no, he's like, I'll come back in 3 days, and then I'll tell you another fact about the life.
Dude, he says 3 days. I was like, no, just stay here. Please don't leave.
Crack a beer. Let's put a record on and figure this shit out.
Sit on this pile of Dorito crumbs.
Oh my God, the Doritos in this movie.
Dude, I came out of this movie, I wanted spicy nacho Doritos and an ice cold glass of Mountain Dew.
And a peanut butter Jif sandwich.
Oh.
Big old fucking right in the middle of a shot.
There was only one entity in this entire blue world that was more excited about Secret Window than Steven Sadak, and that was the Frito-Lay Corporation. Because, my God, the Doritos in this movie.
I mean, there's you see bags of Doritos. You see close-ups of actual Doritos. He's got Doritos in his desk drawer. They're everywhere. Doritos are crawling all over this house.
Being eaten by stalk of celery Depp.
That's the other thing.
Yeah.
This man is not sitting around chugging Mountain Dew and eating spicy nacho Doritos because he looks like Johnny Depp.
He's running every morning. He's got at least a gallon of water every day.
Yeah.
Drinking at least 1 gallon.
Well, the Doritos are so prominently featured, and it's a thriller, and it's such a lean story. They must mean something. You know what I mean? Like they have to stand. Maybe they stand for his mother. I don't know.
Secret window, secret garden, secret stash of Doritos. Like
Secret
that's
crunch.
secret crunch.
Yeah, he buried him in the garden too.
Also, by the way, just going back to the fish incident, like
Yes.
I don't think I need to tell you, listening audience, but you can't bring fucking hot food or any fishy snacks
No
into a
way.
movie. Like
Nope.
I'm not. I've been known to sneak some snacks into movie theaters now and again. You know, like
Yep.
a bag of candy, totally fine. Bag of Doritos, you're kind of pushing it, but if you're not sitting next to anybody, you're kind of okay. And you got to just watch your crunch. You know.
But here's the tip for that, though. Open that fucking bag during the previews.
Yep,
I
you
don't
have
want
to.
that shit crinkling around during my movie.
Especially if you got a 20-ounce soda, you got to pop that shit before
Yeah.
the popcorn starts dancing.
And you can't like tighten close it because then it's just going to build up again.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
It's got to be, or just go with the fountain. I'm sorry, just go with the fucking fountain soda.
And that's why we have a real epidemic in this world with all the shit that you can get at the movies now. And I'm not talking about places like Draft House where the purpose is you go and you get food.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to one of those theaters like a Draft House or a Bow Tie, those places that give you food, expect people are going to be eating hot meals. Like that's the fucking agreement you make when you go to one of those theaters. But these multiplexes, and I was just at one today with the chicken fingers and the fucking personal pan pizzas and the hot dogs. Just get out of my fucking face. Candy, soda, popcorn, and on the occasion, nachos, but nothing more than tortilla chips and a cup of cheese. No fucking hot peppers, no meat toppings, no sour cream, just shitty movie nachos.
and
that's-
no fucking skate fish.
Yeah, no
Absolutely.
swordfish steaks.
But I'm sorry, Chris, you were going to say.
No, but I think it was the nachos that did it because then it was like, well, hot. I mean, popcorn, I guess, is hot food, but it's not like you're not preparing things.
not
You're dumping
savory,
fucking
it's not a
kernels.
meal.
Yeah,
It's popcorn,
but
yeah.
like hot cheese.
It's
being
Yeah.
stinking up a whole place. That's where it became. But now the bigger issue, to me at least, is when the people bring in the fast food. Because then
disgusting.
It stinks like
Can't
fucking
do
French
it.
fries.
We're not in a fast food restaurant right now. We're in a movie theater.
Yep.
We can only do a couple of things. Any non-scented snacks you want to bring in, a wheat thin, a pretzel filled with fucking peanut butter, I got no problem with it.
Some combos if you really need that pizza filling.
Yeah, sure. That's as close.
If you really don't like yourself, yeah, combos. Go
Man,
combos.
I think combos are one of the worst snacks in human history.
Oh god, they're awful.
I love combos.
Really?
Yeah,
Evil
I've
bastard.
actually had to stop myself from eating combos. Like that's one of those things. I had to put away the combos.
You like that like dust paste that's inside of those
Oh,
things?
you mean dog food? Yes, I do like to eat dog food that tastes vaguely like pizza. I know what it is, everybody. So speaking of that, Johnny Depp is in great shape. By the way, the other thing that you're talking about, he's in depression right now. He's totally depressed. Which I guess almost the Doritos could stand in for.
Yeah.
However, he's drinking Mountain Dew. No one's depressed and drinking Mountain Dew. A lot of Mountain Dew in this movie.
Yeah.
That you're having a fun time, or you're like, I don't know, you're
snowboarding, you're fucking belaying down a mountain, you're riding a mountain bike.
There's not a single can of beer.
yeah,
In
I
this-
know.
Where is the alcohol?
They say Jack Daniels once.
They show it at the end, and I think that there's kind of supposed to be a twist ending. By the way, fucking the twist ending. John Turturro was Johnny Depp the whole time. I'm sorry you had to see this movie. I apologize.
And that, the thing about that is it's really unfair. It's so supremely unfair. And I don't know if the Stephen King story ends this way. I don't read
sure.
Stephen King short stories.
I'm sure it does, though.
I don't
I'm
have
sure
anything
it's
against Stephen King's writing by any means. I just don't
yeah.
seek it out that much
Yeah.
these days. So I don't know what the ending of Secret Window, Secret Garden is.
And who could fucking care?
I mean, if it's this, though, I'm not going to waste the 50 pages to find out myself.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just this horseshit thing where, like, if you were into this story or into this movie, right, and it's like this crazy guy is claiming that this author plagiarized him, like, okay, it's a thriller for people who enjoy writing, I guess. Like, that's fine. And just have it be that. This whole horse shit, he's just a figment of Johnny Depp's imagination, and Johnny Depp's the one doing all these killings. Why? Because he got fucking divorced? Because Timothy Hutton fucking banged his wife? Like, What are you talking about?
No.
I can't deal with it. Well, and also, by the way, John Turturro ain't in this movie that much.
No, he's really not.
And like that's your movie, man. If you really want to make the movie, it's Johnny Depp v. John Turturro.
Yes.
And they have to like pace around the room, like the whole thing. Like it has to be a one-on-one thing, like a two-hander, a good two-hander.
I need a good Hollywood two-hander. The problem, and you're totally right, Chris, and the problem with it is like the whole parlor scene of this movie, if you can even call it that, really, is about 45 seconds long.
And John Turturro, like, it's not even a thing where like maybe the last shot, which also one of the worst last scenes in cinema history.
Sure
comes
is.
out.
Oh, clear, yeah.
One of. It's not even like maybe Turturro is with him and it's like, "Welcome to the fold, my good brother," or something. You
now
know what I
you're
mean?
just crazy, and I'm going to be with you forever.
Something that's fun and eerie and something. But like he just once he figures out that he was John Turturro the whole time. John Turturro just is like, "Well, my planet needs me. Talk to y'all later. I'm going back to Brooklyn. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye."
See, the funny thing was y'all thought I talked like this, but in reality, I just kind of talk like this. Take that. Catching a bus back to Brooklyn. He's got this cleaning lady. We only see one scene in this movie.
Yeah.
And he really fucking hates her guts.
He hates her guts, but it's also a weird this is what I don't understand about this cleaning lady. It's clearly just like someone he's hired to clean this cabin because he's like a disgusting writer who's just he's writing and he can't be bothered.
And I mean, someone's got to bring him those Doritos. Someone's got to go to the gas station and get the big bag.
No, they got to go to the Sam's Club and get like the big tray full of the individual
Oh
packs.
yeah, you need the snack pack,
Yeah,
the
the big
30
snack pack.
bagger. Yeah, totally.
The bag containing all the tiny bags.
Yeah.
That creeps me out, kind of.
That is America with a capital A, isn't it? It's a big, giant garbage bag sized snack bag with a bunch of smaller snack bags inside them. Oh, we're pigs. So, but
That's your biography. Oh, we're pigs.
totally with
5 O's.
Yeah, 5 to 6 O's on the cover. No, but I hate this when in any movie that does this, where it's like a person who's not like a nagging wife or nagging husband or kids or whatever. Like Johnny Depp just wants to have a fucking cigarette.
Yeah.
And like he's terrified that this fucking hired hand is going to see him smoking and be like, "Now you said you quit smoking." And he's like hiding the cigarette under the desk and like not exhaling because the gag is like the lady keeps almost leaving and he lights up, but then she comes back up the stairs. It's like, dude, just fucking smoke in front of this woman. You pay her $90 a day.
She's picking shit out of his garbage.
Yeah.
He throws a fucking story in the garbage and she takes it out of the garbage.
And let me tell you something, Chris, about picking that manuscript out of the garbage, okay?
He throws out John Turturro's manuscript.
Yes, yeah,
He
yeah.
does.
He looks at it and he's like, this is stupid. His name's Shooter, haha, and throws it away. And then we see the manuscript on the table, and it's one of the several times, either in the ad campaign for this film or the film itself, that there may be ghosts going on.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God, dude, haunted manuscript. It came out of the garbage. And she's like, oh, I left that manuscript on your desk that I picked out of the trash for you. And I was like, way to fucking kill the mystery, lady. Thank you very much.
Or maybe that's actually also Charles S. Dutton. Is also the cleaning lady.
So Charles S. Dutton is in this movie. Convicted murderer Charles S. Dutton.
Convicted manslaughterer.
Can you be...
Manslaughterist.
Yeah, just threw my phone on the floor. Can you be a manslaughterer? I mean, you're still just a killer. He stabbed a man to death.
It was the heat of passion. I give him a fucking pass, man.
So Charles S. Dutton, who has been in some good things here and there, is in this movie as Johnny Depp's literary agent.
Well, no, he's not his literary agent.
It's like a private detective.
He's a private detective that's got. Look, he's never really defined as such, but he's his literary. He's his like private detective that like he's the guy you call when shit gets bad. Like,
but
corporations would hire him to do their work.
Are we sure though? Because at the beginning, when they first have like this meeting, and he's talking to him about like the book business.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, Charles S. Dutton is somehow related to the publishing world.
I don't know
I think
because
he might be a Michael Clayton.
he maybe
Is he a Michael Clayton?
I think he might be a Michael
Because
Clayton.
all right, because here was my thing.
His
then.
Random House is Michael Clayton.
I mean, because my understanding from watching this movie for a second time, which I did also eventually, I think, see this movie in the theater, but not with your fish-eating old lady. I was under the impression that he, in some way, worked for Johnny Depp's book publisher, or he was his like manager, and it was just like manager maybe.
Yeah.
And so then when he gets all like super like Death Wish PI, I was like, what kind of a fucking manager is this? Like, he's got guns and men to do research for him.
I think he said because there is the problem is so he's like, you stole my story. It's like, no, I didn't. I published it first. Like, well, you better produce that manuscript in 3 ever-loving days. And the first, he's like, well, I can't because my wife has the book, and I can't go back to my wife because she's a fucking bitch. And like, which is the whole fucking point of this movie. And
Yeah, pretty much.
every writer or anyone who knows anything about anything, agents have everything. An agent has everything. You know, all he has to do
Right.
is fucking call. And at the end, he's like, "Oh, I guess I could just call my agent," and like he does. And he gets the manuscript UPS'd to him.
But I guess that's why I was under the impression that Charles Dutton had something to do with the publishing world. Because if he doesn't, why would you go to this man first?
Well, no, I do think he's a Michael. Like, if fucking Danielle Steele, like a Cabana boy, overdoses in her house.
which has happened.
Oh, absolutely, there are bodies. She's
Or-
got enough money to fucking
Or like,
pay.
you know, Dean Koontz like accidentally got in a car accident on the way home, ran somebody over, but you know, the hit and run.
Yeah.
I
don't
feel
know why I
like
blanked
Dan
on
Brown has woken up to many a dead prostitute and been like, "Oh shit!"
He
again?"
wakes up and he goes, "Oh no, another mystery."
Oh, the Vatican's at it again.
That's the thing. I think Dan Brown just walks around going, "Oh, maybe the Vatican was behind it."
I actually think he puts another notch on his bedpost every time that happens.
Vatican did it. Notch into the wood post.
What an asshole.
Those stories are terrible.
So speaking of terrible stories, so she pulls out the thing. She's like, "Oh, I'm a nosy old woman. Here's my fucking manuscript. You threw in the garbage." She's like, "What do I pay you for? Stop eating Doritos and Mountain Dew. You're gonna get fat." And she walks away.
She walks right out of the movie. That character never returns. That's a character that needs to come back like when Johnny Depp's not home and John Turturro kills her.
Yes.
Like that needs to be one of those characters.
There's no body count in this movie, and it's all off screen. It's a real big problem.
She needs to be like Scatman Crothers in The Shining,
Oh,
like
yeah.
coming back, like, "I think you need help," and she just gets butchered.
So he goes to get his book off the shelf because he realizes the beginning of Shooter's story sounds exactly like his. He gets his off, and I love fake book titles in movies. It's a short story collection called Everybody Drops a Dime, and it's got a picture of a dime on the cover. And it's like, come on, everybody.
I bet you that's a good like pausing the DVD because it's like a short story collection. I bet it's a good pausing the DVD to look at like all the different kinds of short story titles that are in there.
There's
you know?
definitely a shot of the chapter list right there.
There definitely is. I want to kind of go back and pause that and just look at all those real gems that they have.
Like the old flamingo.
Yeah, totally.
One of the best fake book titles is there's a good in the Sandman comics. Neil Gaiman. This guy has a book called "Here Comes a Candle." It makes me laugh every time I think
Oh
of it.
no! Here comes a candle. Like, what could that story be about?
It takes place in like some Pennsylvania Dutch reenactors. So
Here comes a candle.
instead of being like, okay, and the stakes are really low at this point. It's really just some old fucking hillbilly kind of getting in your face, but of course,
Yeah.
Death Wish number 1 is that fucking poor little dog.
that sweet dog that's got goddamn cataracts, Do we need this story to be any sadder?
And everyone knows what happens. Once that dog is adorable and like fuck it, you know what.
And speaking of two-hander, the first 30 minutes of this movie, or first 20 minutes of this movie at least, it's a two-hander with Depp and this dog.
Oh, it's
because he's just rat-a-tat talking with this fucking dog.
Oh yeah, it's Johnny and the Mutt in this movie, and it's a lot of like, "Oh yeah, you don't like bad writing, do you, boy? I guess I'll just delete this then, so you don't have to look at it."
Well, it's all like cocking the eyebrow to Chico the dog.
Yeah.
And he's all like,
Chico
right, Chico.
Chico the dog as himself, according to the credits.
That I may have applauded in my house when I saw that. One thing about the dog, though, when he's eating his big Jif peanut butter, ooh, I love Jif peanut butter. It's delicious, isn't it? And kind of scary. And he's eating it, and he's laying on the floor, and he gives the dog a couple of bites. And I was thinking, because I don't think peanut butter is too good for dogs. You shouldn't be giving peanut butter for dogs. It's kind of might make them sick. Is there dog peanut butter in that sandwich? Were there two sandwiches? One had like Mighty Dog pate in it. The other one had peanut butter.
One had the inside of a combo.
Spreadable combo. It's kind of like Nutella.
Yeah, that's what Chico had. It was pizza-flavored Nutella, straight from Steve's kitchen cabinet. And then the other one was a fucking peanut butter sandwich for Johnny Depp. No, I think you can give dogs peanut butter. The problem is it gets stuck to the roof of their mouth, and they do a hilarious, like, they keep sticking their tongue out thing. You can't give dogs chocolate.
Chocolate will kill that son of a bitch.
I think peanut butter, I mean, you shouldn't be putting down scoopfuls of Jif for dogs, but I think if a dog had, like, if a dog snuck an ant on a log type snack food, it would be fine.
It would be hilarious because the dog gets fucking killed, obviously. It'd be great if, like,
Well, obviously.
the dog just keeled over one night and Depp doesn't know why, and he sees an open bag of peanut M&Ms, and he's like, what the fuck? And he opens it up more, and it's the shooter's saying, you still stole my story? I gave a dog chocolate. It's really bad for dogs.
That's like kind of playing the long game. I mean, that's a gamble. What does happen is he shoves a screwdriver in this dog's head, and that's what does it in. That's pretty direct.
And it says, no, he writes a note that says, no police, and I'm like, well, obviously, like, kill my fucking dog. And the fucking sheriff in this movie can go suck it. Because he's like, well, I'm not even sure that's a crime. I'm like, of course it is. And they try and pull this bullshit movies a couple of times. Like, of course it is.
Even Johnny Depp's like, I mean, haven't you ever heard of animal cruelty to animals?
Just credit.
I've had just about enough of your cruelty to animals.
Do you see this crochet I'm doing?
Oh yeah, isn't that hilarious? It's a sheriff that's doing needlepoint. Great.
That's a character. That's your character.
It's a character.
So Dutton gets involved. He goes to Dutton. Well, actually, Maria Bello calls him, right? Maria, you know, and like we're talking, and like she's like kind of she's very remorseful for stepping out on him with Timothy Hutton.
Yeah, but like
in a weird manipulative kind of way.
She's a bitch. She is a bitch.
Yeah, I don't know where the animosity's coming from in this story,
Dude,
but yikes.
How many times is he going to write about an unhinged bored writer that fucking murdered his wife?
Yes. This movie, there's parts of this that just straight up crib from The Shining.
Yeah.
Speaking of stealing stories, which apparently there's a new thing. Someone was talking about this the other day. That there's new things like set in place where you can get in trouble for plagiarizing yourself.
Oh, really?
It's a thing. Because we were talking about Elvis Mitchell.
Okay.
Elvis Mitchell, the film critic, apparently he got in trouble when he was at the New York Times for kind of plagiarizing himself, which is so weird. But I mean, if this kind of shit takes place in the actual Stephen King story, this is Stephen King plagiarizing The Shining.
Yes.
Take a huge hotel and put it down to a little cabin, and then remove a family and a fancy English butler and put it in John Turturro.
But also fucking like I don't know how. Do we get a count of how long it's been since he found out about her and Hutton?
They don't really tell you. It seems like it's been months.
It seems like months. So it's within a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Why are you even fucking talking to her?
Yeah.
Like that. This is all lawyer talk. This
Yes.
is from here on out. It's all lawyer talk.
Well, their relationship in this movie, I mean, they really kind of drag it out as like, do we really want to get divorced? You know, and you're just like, yes, you do.
Well, the best part is he's like, well, how is Ted fucking in my house? And she's like, well, we're not together. And he's like, oh, really? Oh, wow, that's exciting. So we're going to get back together. And she's like, oh, I meant he's at the store. I'm like, you know what? I'm never talking to you again.
Nobody puts it that way.
No.
It's
never.
such horseshit. Nobody talks like that.
Oh, we're not together. Oh, so you've broken up then.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, no. He just went to the grocery store.
Oh, it's infuriating. And Johnny Depp doesn't get nearly as mad as he should with that response.
Well, no, he doesn't get mad. He just feeds his alter ego, which is Jim Shooter, fucking John Turturro, a Mississippi guy with a stupid fucking hat. So he goes, this is the problem. Like, he's like, oh, I'll talk to you later. And he, he goes to Dutton. He's like, look, this guy, he killed my dog. The sheriff doesn't give a shit. And, Dutton's like, well, I'll come out. My standard rate applies. It's like $500 a day, which is actually pretty cheap. I don't even think you could Charles S. Dutton for that cheap.
But I don't even know what this job is. It might be really cheap, or you're just hiring a guy to do something. In which case, he's just dictating terms that he's making up out of the air.
Well, he doesn't do shit in this movie but sleep and load a gun and never fire it.
Yeah. He's got some sass when he meets him in his office. He's got some sass for him.
He's got some sass. And he's
Because apparently another part of this story that doesn't fucking matter at all
file that under everything.
is Johnny Depp apparently had plagiarized somebody else beforehand.
Yes.
And when I first saw this movie, I was like, John Turturro is like, either he's an apparition of that person.
Yeah.
And like he killed himself or something like that.
Yeah.
But no, it goes fucking nowhere.
Like if the story is about plagiarism and he is a plagiarist,
Yeah.
then let's fucking do it. Not making a stupid thing where he's making shit up and eating corn.
Go the full Philadelphia. Like the law, like I want to go to like the court case. I
Yeah.
want to see the whole fucking thing.
I don't know if I want my ghost house story to turn into a courtroom drama, however, because from the preview, and I'm in the theater because I think this is a ghost story.
Yeah, and you're still not convinced it's not. He could very well be a ghost because no one else sees him. Kind
Yeah.
of a thing. It's like, oh shit, that house is haunted. Oh shit.
And he's dressed like someone from the 1600s, so why not?
Yeah.
You don't see him like ever pull up in a car.
No.
Or anything like that. I mean, listen, it's just much better if he's a ghost.
I mean, if he didn't have the olive skin, he would be kind of like an Amish vampire.
Oh man, John Turturro, Amish vampire, sign me up.
oh yeah, you can make that movie happen just to let him write and direct it.
So it's kind of amazing because, like, Dutton doesn't take this at all seriously, and he really should, because he's got dead meat written all over him. You know what I
He
mean?
certainly does.
The dog is dead. Now we've got this African American character who's a bit of a hard ass. I'm like, oh, I know where this goes.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like, best case scenario for Dutton is like he gets the last shot off on, assuming Turturro is real. Like he shoots him in the head. Like you think he's dead, and then he dies. Like no matter what.
Yes.
This movie after credit sequence is Charles S. Dutton's funeral.
Yeah, well, he gets like the 2 stabs in the stomach. and
Yeah.
you think that's it.
Yeah.
Right.
You think he's gone down because I mean that just shredded your whole intestines. So
Yes.
you are gone.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He'll play possum for a little bit and then help out right at the end before expiring.
Before definitely dying.
But
for
yes,
sure.
of course, he's a professionally successful African American, so he's got a big fucking R.I.P. stamped on his forehead.
right after the dog, that's the next in this movie. It's adorable animals, successful African Americans, and then of course the wife. The bitch wife is next.
By the way, when he discovers the dead dog, and it's a thing where like the dog runs out the doggy door and he's like, oh, come back, Chico, come. Oh, I'm going to take a nap. And he wakes up and he's like, oh, where's that dog? And he goes outside, he sees the note on the porch and he's like looking for the dog. And then it's like, there's like a garbage can or something. And there's a big thing with a white sheet over it and there's blood. And you're like, well, that dog's dead. Why do I need, oh, you're going to show me this fucking fake dog corpse? Thanks a lot, movie. What's awesome is he fucking starts yelling for He's like, shooter, shooter, which is great because I just started thinking about Jurassic Park. But then he goes,
Oh, yeah, I know.
he goes, I'll get you for this. And it like,
Who are you,
echoes.
Skeletor? Just stop it.
It's fucking Dr. Claw, man. Next time, shooter. Next time.
There is a documentary that I want, which is there's got to be one guy that is the Stan Winston of dead dog puppets. Because there are so many in movies, like really well meticulously, like, you know, he must make the mold from the dog's face.
That's got to be really hard to get a dog to sit still for that. Let me tell you, Steve, you could make that documentary, do it like short form. You could get nominated for short documentary at the Oscars.
But I don't understand, like, why, like, I don't know when this turned, because it used to be, like, in fucking Turner and Hooch, it's just a fucking patch of red stuff on Hooch.
Yeah.
No, because this movie wants to really shock you. It really wants to take your socks, knock them right out of the theater.
And that's what a screwdriver coming out of a fake dog.
That really did.
That's...
I mean, because the thing about this particular dog puppet, I think anyway, is it's clearly a puppet.
Yeah.
But it's also just like gruesome looking.
Oh,
so
yeah.
What I'm actually thinking is like, oh, why'd you kill that puppet? Like that poor puppet.
Aw.
I mean, this dog is dead.
Oh, yeah, it's never coming back.
It's super dead.
Even if you buried it in the pet cemetery, this dog's not coming back.
the pet cemetery has to send you a note saying, sorry, we did all we could.
We couldn't even send you a nightmarish apparition of your once beloved dead dog. We apologize. Regards, Pet Cemetery.
So Charles S. Dutton's like, listen, I'm going to go up to the house. When you go home tonight, you know, if you see a black car in the driveway, it's just me and he says my guys, but it just turns out to be Charles S. Dutton, which I was like, does he really just not have guys? Is that the idea?
No, it's like the maid and the secretary in his office. They're all part of him.
Everybody's part of Johnny Depp?
I think, Charles S. Dutton. That's his guys.
We're walking. We're walking dangerously into identity territory, which is something that movie's like fucking Voldemort to me. Do not even talk about it. Just don't even start talking to me about identity.
That's a really bad movie that I once owned on DVD.
Yeah, you get those.
You sure will.
So, but here's the thing: is Charles S. Dutton is like, all right, I'll go upstairs, and he's kind of being a dick too. He's like, no monsters under your bed. I'm like, hey, dude, that guy fucking killed my dog, and I'm paying you
Brutally too. He put a fucking screwdriver through his skull.
Oh yeah, this is a real severe dog murder, and he's not taking it seriously at all. And I'd be like, you know what, Charles S. Dutton, for fucking $500 a day, how about a little professionalism? There's been a murder.
Secondly, how about I got a guest room? You're sleeping in my house.
Yeah, you know what, Johnny Depp, just get the fuck out of that cabin, okay?
Yeah, also, 2004, man. The age of fucking little like cameras you can put in your house or outside your house,
Right.
And they can't. I mean, if you're a fucking published author who has enough fucking for this house and the house that Maria Bello and Timothy Hutton are living in,
Right.
You're fine. You can pay the $1,000 to have the 2 cameras there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess looking at it in hindsight, now that we know the gloriously bad twist of this film, perhaps because it's all in his head, he's also doing stuff to safeguard the whole. Because if he leaves, right? Well, yeah. I mean, if he leaves the cabin, right? Like the thing's over with.
Yeah.
Like the fantasy's broken, so he has to stay in the woods. So I guess that's why. Jesus Christ. Like, I guess that's why he doesn't leave the house.
It would be great, though, if it was like a droopy dog cartoon and he's going all over the world and, like, he keeps opening it. You stole my... He closes, gets into a plane, goes to Tahiti, and, like, there's a fucking, he comes out of a pot. He's like, story. And it's, God damn it.
I would love that movie. I would love a live action gag like that. It would be so great.
Why not? This movie's dog shit anyway.
So at one point he says to Charles S. Dutton, he's like, oh, and by the way, I think I have a copy of this magazine. Again, we're not calling the agent to immediately get this taken care of.
Yeah.
I have a copy of the magazine at my house in the Bronx where Maria Bello still lives with Timothy Hutton. Let me go there and I'll go get it really quickly. And my God, you want to talk about boiling blood?
Oh, God.
The Andrew Jupin story. He pulls up.
Yep.
And he's watching them from afar. Like Maria Bello and Tim Hutton are like preparing to leave for the day or whatever. And he's watching from a distance, like across the street. And he talks to himself a lot in this movie. He starts talking. He starts speaking talking head lyrics as he's looking at them and he's going,
This is not my beautiful house.
This is not my beautiful wife.
Oh, and the days go by.
I wanted to spit on my television. The audacity of this movie to do something. And you know that they're like, you know what, Johnny? Yeah, just quote David Byrne. That'll be really fucking cool, man.
How about we swap out, instead of a silly hat, John Turturro's wearing a big David Byrne suit this whole movie.
He opens the door and he's in a huge gray suit and there's a floor lamp next to him and he's dancing with it. You stole my story.
I want to play a tape for you. Shut up.
Man, that would be worse though.
It would be. Yeah. Well, he burns his house down, and again, here's the thing.
Burning down the house.
Hey, another great one. He also coolly leaves out a Hunter S. Thompson book. You know I like Hunter. Yes, we know, Johnny. Shut up.
You're in every fucking goddamn documentary made about Hunter S. Thompson. We fucking get it already.
We could start a documentary about Hunter S. Thompson tomorrow, and the day after we could nail an interview with Johnny Depp.
No, he's calling us. We don't even have to announce that we're doing it. He just senses it.
My Google alert went off that you announced you're going to make a Hunter S. Thompson documentary. I need to be in it.
I heard that there's a Doonesbury documentary. I'll take it.
I love Gary Trudeau.
He gets it. And I mean, so here's the problem is like, so he burns down this house, right?
Yeah.
And he's not, I mean, he
burns down the house in the Bronx, by the way,
yeah,
not the cabin.
I apologize. Yeah, he burns down the house in the Bronx. Maria Bello's not in it. Nobody dies. But, now, oh my God, the only copy of the magazine is gone. What are we going to do? I guess we still have 2.5 more days before John Turturro shows up.
I conveniently gave myself 3 days.
My other personality conveniently gave me 3 days to straighten out this fake situation.
But he's not an arsonist. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And like it's a real whodunit about who burned this house down. He's a fucking writer who's crazy as fuck, who puts on an evil hat and burns down houses. It's not something where, like, he would successfully get away with arson for a second, and it's always the ex-husband.
And, by the way, okay, they say it's a champagne bottle, and he did a Molotov cocktail. The champagne bottle is in perfect condition.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You could dust that thing beautifully.
That's just bad from the prop department. Like, what are you even talking about? He burned a house down with a Molotov cocktail, and you've got 3/4 of the bottle intact? Give me a break.
That's an easy writing fix. Just be like, oh, there's no evidence. We don't know what did it.
Because no one cares anyway.
Who gives a shit?
And again, they're going through a messy divorce. It's his house that he's losing in the divorce. He burns it down, and they're like, oh, wait, you said that there's a mysterious Mississippi man that doesn't exist? Oh, my God, let's chase down that fake angle. Also, where were you? Oh, I was by myself.
Sleeping on my couch.
I was taking a nap in my cabin.
Have you had these Doritos? they're addicting.
So at one point, I don't remember when exactly this happens in the movie. I think it's like the second time he comes back to the house. So he goes into the city and they meet with a divorce attorney and it's whatever.
No, it's in the insurance agent.
Oh, right. It's after the house burns down.
Yeah.
It's the insurance agent who's hilariously also just been through a divorce. And she's this sad sack like, oh, a divorce, huh? Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, I mean, this is David Koepp's little fucking, I'm a clever screenwriter fucking bullshit. Is that every goddamn scene has to be something like, I don't know. I can't really tell if there's a difference between reality and fiction. When you get divorced, it's kind of like you're separated from yourself.
Yeah.
And it's dropped that throughout this fucking movie. Like, oh my God, it's coming.
Hey, audience, just then while you're sitting there eating fish, have you realized that no one else is talking to John Turturro but me in this movie? Think about it.
And you can almost piece that together from the very beginning, like the first time he's talking to Turturro, or maybe like the second time they're out on the front lawn and someone drives by and honks the horn.
Yeah.
And like you see the dude from the truck waving and John Turturro waves back. And I'm just like, yeah, clearly it's just Johnny Depp that's standing there.
Yep.
Like that's what that's going to be used for. Because that guy in the truck isn't a character.
No.
You know, it's only when he's like, hey, Charles S. Dutton, why don't you go ask that guy who drove by in the truck? He saw me with John Turturro the other day. And it's like, all right, yeah, he's going to go ask him, and he's going to say that he only waved to you and there was no one else there. Like, of course that's going to happen.
And then he's going to be in a trunk dead or something. Like, obviously.
But what I love, it's my flat out favorite part of this movie is Johnny Depp calls Charles S. Dutton. Or maybe Charles S. Dutton calls him, because I think Johnny Depp keeps walking into the house when the phone is ringing in this movie. So he picks it up and he's like, this better be Charles S. Dutton. And it is. And we cut to Charles S. Dutton. And he is laying on a bed with one hand behind his head, the other one holding the phone, and he's in nothing but jockey shorts and like an open button-down business shirt.
Yeah,
this is how he's talking to people on the fucking phone. I never need to see Charles S. Dutton like this ever.
I mean, that's post 900 number.
Oh, yeah, he is spent, and now I guess I'll get back to business.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I've been trying to call you for a while, so I dialed 1-900-HOT-SEX to kill some time. That's sex with 2 X's.
Oh, by the way, yeah, the phone bill's going to Johnny Depp. The fucking pay-per-view is going... The pay-per-view bill is going to Johnny Depp.
Oh, yeah, Charles S. Dutton's a guy who knows how to put up an expense account. Well, here's everything that I had to do while I was working for you, pornography included.
Well, I appreciate the Doritos here, but really? Domino's? That much Domino's? I mean, this is, Christ, 3 times a day.
Taco Bell delivers?
Well, the best part is when Maria Bello tells him that his house burned down. Again, the phone, he unplugs the phone a lot because he's a writer and he really loves taking naps. And he plugs the phone back in. It starts ringing immediately. And it's a little chilling. And he picks it up and it's his wife crying. And she's like, oh, my God. Well, no, it's not that. She's like, where were you? What is your problem? What were you doing? And he's like, well, I was taking a nap. She's like, that's so like you. By the way, our house burned down. He's like, wait, what? That's the headline, Maria Bello. Like, it's just, oh my God, the house burned down. What the fuck's wrong? You could go into why you didn't pick up the phone after that.
You got to lead with the house burned down.
Yeah.
Where were you? Mm-hmm. The most you can put before the house burned down is I've been trying to call you.
Yes, exactly.
It's I've been trying to call you. The house burned down. Where have you been?
Yeah, not the other way around.
That's the order. If you don't want to lead with the house burning down, that's the only thing that you can put in front of it.
The nap is at the bottom. You put it at the bottom of all of that.
Yeah, you don't give a shit what he was doing. You have to tell him the house burned down.
A history of napping, which is the other title for this movie. I don't need it. Like, fucking, there's a house on the fucking, it's gone. And like, there's this whole argument. And actually, my favorite part of this is in the insurance thing, the insurance meeting when Johnny Depp starts scolding Timothy Hutton.
Oh yeah,
and just like wagging his finger, like, this isn't yours, Bip. Like,
well, to be fair here, Timothy Hutton has no business being at this insurance meeting. He really doesn't. It should be Maria Bello and Johnny Depp. They're the people that own the house. Their possessions are in it. He's saying, like, we split up 6 months ago, but I still have a bunch of stuff there. I haven't moved out. Timothy Hutton has no fucking business being here. And he does start looking over the form with them. Yeah. And the lady's like, actually, Timothy Hutton, it's against the law for you to look at this if Johnny Depp doesn't want you to.
But clearly Johnny Depp wants to fucking have it with this. Like, why didn't you walk into the room and be like, get the fuck out of here? You have no business. Why did the lawyer say, get the fuck out of here? This is not your meeting.
Well, because he's a real straw man, this Timothy Hutton character. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, he's only made to be like, oh, that fucking shitty fucking adulterant piece of shit. His name is Ted, by the way, of course.
Yeah.
Every adulterer is named Ted.
Is he the adulterer, though?
Well, I guess
how does that work?
I think they're both adulterers if you're you're doing it, right? Isn't that how it is?
I don't know.
I mean, she's certainly an adulteress. That's not even.
I mean, if Timothy Hutton was married, he's also then an adulterer.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, Hutton, Dutton, are they the same character?
Well, I was going to say this for the end because I realized they do a little name necking at the bottom there when the credits go up. It's Charles S. Dutton and Timothy Hutton, and I was like, ooh. New fucking TNT show Leverage is over with. Hutton and Dutton getting into scrapes. And maybe you flip the script and, Dutton is the buttoned up type and Hutton's the maniac.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like Franklin and Bash, Hutton and Dutton. Like right after it. I think you've got something.
And Lethal Weapon, the series?
Yeah. And you could get really meta with it though too. Is they could be playing Charles S. Dutton and Timothy Hutton, and the whole conceit is like, we decided to give up acting and become private detectives in New Orleans.
Yeah. Oh man, it'd be great.
They go up against a Simpsons-esque Big Daddy.
It could be like a Ray Donovan, like Hollywood crime.
Oh yeah,
That's what they do.
that's how you fucking make Hollywood Homicide. By the way, Harrison Ford.
And this is how you sell the series: is a nervous Charles S. Dutton getting on a ninja motorcycle, but still following a lead.
And he's trying to use his cell phone at the same time.
Yeah,
He doesn't quite have a hold on it quite yet.
Yeah, he's calling Timothy Hutton, who's in bed with a lady, and he's like, "You gotta get down here right now."
Hutton and Dutton. This fall, we know drama.
I'm tailing Jeffrey Jones right now.
Oh yeah, the lead villain of the series is Jeffrey Jones, playing Jeffrey Jones.
I mean, if you're out there, Hollywood producer, we just want a little taste. I mean, it would be great if we could be showrunners. I'd love that.
Sure.
but you've got the money. I get it. Just give us a little taste, a little something on the back end.
Not that we would obviously be grateful for the opportunity to be showrunners on Hutton and Dutton, but just the credit there, a little bit of the scratch our way. That's all.
Maybe just like a signed photo of Hutton and Dutton.
Signed photograph
with them, with the Hutton and Dutton is how they have to sign it too. Hutton plus Dutton.
Which one of them writes the plus sign?
You know what? Give that to Jones.
Jeffrey Jones.
Jeffrey Jones can write the
That's
plus.
how he makes his mark. He just
I don't
writes
want him
a
to
plus
sign it, but I just want to have the story. Actually, no, Jeffrey Jones put that plus sign
Hey,
up there.
Chris, you want me to sign your photo too?
No thanks.
I mean, whatever. So, are the 3 days up yet in this movie?
Yeah, he's got the 3 bags of Doritos he's gone through. By the way, if you're so depressed, when are you having the time to color your hair? Because this is a weekly occurrence. Yeah. Like, it's just like, I'm just shacked up in this main town until I go back into the city every week, and Ronaldo does it. Does a really good job. He keeps it nice and even.
I mean, it's a weird, like, the way his hair looks, he's got, like, foot-long length hair.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And it's, like, 6 inches of that is, like, bleach blonde.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's a thing where, like, those fucking roots just grew out, and he's just leaving it for that long that he's got 6 inches of dye job, and then the rest is the natural hair color.
Or at the end, when he has indeed cracked, and Maria Bello is going through the house, she just opens a door, and it's just a fucking pile of Just for Men. Fucking empty boxes piled to the ceiling.
I would love it if he's like eating a bunch of Doritos and he's got like orange fingers and he just takes his blonde locks and just starts working it in there.
Well, he fucking puts it wherever he likes. He puts it in his pencil drawer.
There's Doritos in his pencil drawer.
Fucking dog probably ate too many Doritos. That dog's fucking farting.
It's the last thing you want when you're trying to write a new story is a farting dog by your side.
Stop distracting me with your farts.
That's pretty scary. Sounds like Dreamcatcher. And he starts writing it.
The story's about canine flatulence.
Thanks,
go for it.
Chico.
So you get a story credit.
Inspired by a story by Chico.
Richard Bachman and Chico.
Speaking of Richard Bachman, man, there is a joke in here.
An annoying joke.
Where the cleaning lady, like, he's like, I didn't write this story. It's by a guy named John Shooter. And she's like, oh, I thought that was a synonym. And he's like, or a pseudonym rather. And he's like,
No, real writers don't use pseudonyms. I wouldn't do that.
Get it?
Everybody stop eating your fish. I'm going to wink at everybody right now.
Stephen King, Richard Bachman, get it?
Stephen, would you like to come out and wink at the audience?
Like a cane field and a high wind.
Ew. So at this point, Turturro comes back and ups the stake, and he's like, "Look, you not only did you steal my story, but you ruined the ending." And he's like, "And the ending goes like this." Oh my God! What is? It's the dumbest.
It's just farting.
It's literally the dumbest sentence anyone's ever written. And it's like, and John Corbett. Why not? And John,
sure.
That guy is playing the fucking agent on Hutton and Dutton. FYI.
Guys, I've got a wacky idea here. The roles are drying up in Hollywood. I got you jobs as private detectives.
But he's also like playing kind of a chief, like when they like botch a job.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting angry. He's like
Oh yeah.
fist down on the table.
You cannot
Or the
have
desk.
sex with the witness's wife. And Hutton's
Hutton
like,
and
whatever,
Dutton.
man. So no, he's like, and he sat there as he grabbed another ear of corn from the steaming bowl. If I believe she's dead, it's a mystery even to me. And it's like, why is corn involved in this?
Why is Corn involved with this, first of all? And I think it's something like soon enough she'll be dead long enough that her
Death will be a mystery.
mystery
even
to me. Yeah.
even to me.
Yeah.
Oh well, fucking great.
The corn is what gets me every time. And they say it 3 times because this movie really likes to set itself up. And it's like, he's like, oh, I like that line about the corn. Got it. Remember the corn?
Corn works.
Corn is never scary. Doritos are never scary. Oh, corn chips?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. a little-
Dorito chips? Yeah. Oh well. No, corn's not even really scary in Children of the Corn.
No, it's not.
It's got nothing to do with corn. Stephen King just likes putting stupid things in his stupid stories.
So he's like, you got to fix the story, and you got to. He's like, he kills her at the end, and he's like, oh, well, I'll. You know what? I just realized my agent has. He's like, all right, I'll be back in 2.5 days now.
I'll give you another 2.5 days to track down your literary agent.
No, just wait there. I'll get him on the phone and you can talk to him and we can straighten this whole thing out. No, I do believe I'm going to go back to the cane field.
Oh, you know what? Come to think of it, I realized that the internet exists, and clearly my story would be, this magazine would be digitized at this point, or I could go to the library and get some periodicals and microfiche. I'm sure that periodical would be there.
They're acting like his cabin is in like the Northern Territory in Canada. Like it's just somewhere in upstate New York.
No, it's again, the Walter White. He's out in the middle of nowhere in the cabin.
It's so, god damn it. You're right though, Steve. It's 2004. Clickety clack, find that shit.
Even in this small lake town, there's an internet cafe. I know there's an internet cafe because the old guys around the lake don't want to get no computer. That's not for me.
Well, the small towns have internet cafes in 2004 because every other town stopped having internet cafes in 2001.
Yeah,
So it's definitely there.
yeah.
So he's like, all right, 2.5 days, I come back. And there's this big mystery between, Dutton is like, oh, I'm trying to find this other guy. He says he didn't see him, but I think he's nervous. Well, you know what? Tomorrow morning we're going to go out and we're going to talk to him. And the next day he goes into town. Depp wakes up too late. His car is on. And he's like, oh, that's weird. And he goes into town. He goes to the diner. He's like, where's this guy? Where's Charles Dutton? Nobody knows where they are. He gets back to his house. And oh, my God. It's that guy's house. It's the white guy whose truck it is.
Who drove by randomly
For
48 minutes ago.
He's dead, and Charles Dutton is dead in the back. And my favorite part of this movie, to give it a nice rule of 3 here, is he looks. There's blood everywhere, and he's got blood all over his hand. And he looks up at a squirrel.
Oh,
and
man.
the squirrel. It's a real close-in shot of the.
Yeah.
And the squirrel's like, "Oh fuck! I saw everything."
And the score goes up. By
the
way.
score
It's-
goes nuts for the squirrel.
It's fucking crazy. This menacing squirrel in this movie. And the squirrel runs, like, he looks at him and he's like, did I do it? And then just runs away.
Oh man, if it was a squirrel that
Yeah.
did the whole thing, yeah.
The squirrel is also John Turturro.
They buried the squirrel in a pet cemetery, Chris, and it came back to menace his life.
The guy also has a screwdriver in his head, and Charles S. Dutton has been chopped with an axe.
Again, and I know, and that here's the problem with your bullshit twist ending. Not only does it negate the movie, but it also makes you tap dance around this movie to make this ending twisty and surprising.
Yeah.
And I don't get to see any of the shit that I want to see.
Exactly. All this like aftermath killing shit is obnoxious.
Well, here is the problem with showing this Charles S. Dutton's death specifically.
Yeah.
You have to make. I mean, this would be movie magic. Johnny Depp or John Turturro beating Charles S. Dutton in a murdering contest.
Yeah, right.
Let me see it, buddy.
yeah, totally.
Dude, yeah, how on earth are you going to get the drop on Charles S. Dutton?
Especially after you killed the old white guy first. He saw him put the fucking screwdriver in his skull. Dutton's getting out, and he's ready for you.
And
He's packing heat, Chris.
Yes.
He's already packing
he
heat.
brings it up several times in the movie beforehand that he's got a firearm on him.
Yeah.
And he says something. What's kind of funny is, and again, it just made me keep thinking about, like, what kind of authority does Charles S. Dutton actually have as whatever his job is in this movie? Because when they set up the whole plan, he's like, "Oh, we're going to go talk to him. 9 a.m. tomorrow. I'll be there. I'm going to be packing. By the way, bring your gun," is what he says to Johnny Depp. And you're just like, wait, what? What the fuck are you talking? Now it's just like free-range revenge. We're just going out after these guys. What are you talking about? Bring your gun too? Johnny Depp has no authority to be waving a gun in somebody's face. He's just a plagiarist.
He's just a bleached blonde Zach Morris plagiarist. Time out.
Everybody take a minute.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. So he's fucking John Turturro. Like, that's it.
Well, that's the thing is he goes back to his house and he's like, I better call the police. And then like a voice is like, you can't call the police. And he's like, oh, wait a minute, maybe I'm crazy.
And then- oh,
I-
man.
I
It's
apologize.
not John Turturro, because this is my nightmare.
Oh,
this is
yeah.
my actual
Oh,
nightmare.
yeah, this is a-
It's
this is what-
Johnny Depp talking to another Johnny Depp.
And when it starts off, it's first just the voice, and
Yeah.
you've heard him talk to himself in his head before, so you're like, all right, it's fine. But then a really bad CGI dual screen
man.
Johnny Depp comes out, and it's like, it's so bad, like they're not looking each other in the eye, like the fake one's looking at the real one's nose.
Harris Yulin comes out. He's like, I see, you found your clone. You were so busy, I had to build another clone for you. Little multiplicity joke for the one man that got it.
And so then it's like the other Johnny Depp is wherever the real Johnny Depp turns. So there's like 6 of them in this house, and they're all just talking about shit. And all these other Johnny Depps tell real Johnny Depp that he's John Turturro. And we get these fucking flashbacks of him putting on the murdering hat because it's a murdering hat that John Turturro wears.
It's evil. It's an evil hat.
Yeah.
We see him buy it, and he's like, "Oh, and he's like, kind of like, putting on a show for Maria Bello. He's like, "Oh, I'm from Mississippi," and he's like, "Oh my God, I was John Turturro the whole time."
Yeah, you see him making up the person. He's like,
I'm John Shooter. Oh, isn't that funny? We're antiquing right now.
and you're like, oh yeah, and it's like it's a really bad version of The Usual Suspects.
Yeah.
Looking at the fucking board at the end of the
Yeah.
movie, you know what I mean? Like you're just seeing him put together this stupid character, and it's like he says in the movie. Turturro says like he's from whatever town in Mississippi.
Yeah.
And it turns out like that's the town from Tennessee that Timothy Hutton's character is from.
And there's a bunch of like Tony Scott like flashbacks to like washed out green and yellow bullshit.
Those washed out flashbacks it's fucking terrible. And the only time it actually kind of works is when they flash back to the motel confrontation, and there's no, like, you can't hear what they're saying, but it's just Johnny Depp screaming at the two of them. Like, it's actually kind of horrifying.
Yeah.
Like, if you put more of that into your actual movie, you got a horror story on your hands here.
Like, well, let's identify him as the villain the whole time. Like, you can make a suspense if I know he's evil, or like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, and here's.
I mean, a fucking movie about a guy. Okay, so a guy's already been like sued for plagiarism. Does it again.
Yeah.
And then it's all about him trying to fucking, loose ends, like
Yeah.
clearing up loose ends from his point of view.
Yeah.
Like panicked, like really disgusting, pathetic person.
It's like if Shattered Glass started killing all
Yeah.
the people that were
Oh,
going to
yeah.
blow
Yeah.
the fucking whistle.
Oh, yeah,
that's
man.
what I want.
Take that, Chloe Sevigny.
And Hank Azaria.
Peter Sarsgaard. Well, he's not taking up Peter Sarsgaard.
And poor Melanie Linsky. My God. And I mean, like, that's when, so it twists, and then we cut to, again, like, because we're breaking the movie's rules altogether. We're in Maria Bello's house for a while, and she's like,
Sure.
I'm going to, I got to go. Oh, my God, he's going to sign the papers. I think he's really upset. I really care about him. I'm going to go. And, like, Timothy Hutton's like, well, all right. Talk to you later, movie.
But I do have to point. I hate this more than I hate almost anything else in this movie.
Whoa.
She calls him to say, okay, I'm coming. It's fucking okay. I'm coming over.
Yeah.
It's happening. But the the scene begins with her crying on the phone to him, and she just drops a, do you think it's because we lost the baby?
You're so right. I totally
Final
had a
act,
note.
fucking, we lost the baby? No.
No.
No, get it out of here.
You're 53 minutes too late for is it because we lost the baby turns.
I will.
Oh, yeah.
I will say that is the bread and the butter of bad short story collections. Is the third act, and then we lost the baby, or because we lost the baby, or
Yeah.
ever since we lost the baby.
You just ran out. There was no more air left in your body.
Because I was tired of it. So she's speeding off, and then like it's stupid, and Timothy Hutton's like, "Well, I gave her a 5-minute head start. Now I'm gonna speed off." So she gets there, and if we're gonna fucking plagiarize ourselves, we're writing shooter all over the cabin. Oh, and it's eerie, isn't it, everybody?
Yep.
And it's carved into the walls, which is a really important detail for the end of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally carved into the walls. Shoot her or shoot her, and then like she's trying to piece together what it means. And it's like, oh my god, shoot her.
Oh, don't you get it? And it's two like big Stephen King ripoff things like in one, because it's like the same word all over the walls, right? The same word in The Shining on the piece of paper,
Yeah.
right? It's right there. And then the same thing with the wordplay. Shoot her, red rum.
Yeah.
Fucking fuck you, dude. How are you a millionaire?
And David Kep wrote Jurassic Park. Shoot her! Shoot her!
Oh, it all fucking fits. It'd
all
be great if
fucking
Muldoon's
fits.
like, shoot her!
Get out of here, Muldoon. All right.
Talk to you later.
Say you don't need help. Kill it. No, all right.
Clever girl.
He's the dead baby. He's a manifestation of the dead
And
baby.
Muldoon as the dead baby.
And the worst part about this is he's wearing the evil hat and he's talking in an even worse Southern accent.
It's so fucking bad.
And he's not acknowledging that he's Johnny Depp. He keeps calling himself John Shooter or whatever. And she's like, oh my God, you're crazy. And then like a bad fight happens for a while.
There is no Dana, only Zool. Only John Shooter.
And I also think Maria Bello could kick the shit out of Johnny Depp also. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
like she could
absolutely.
knock
No,
his
absolutely,
fucking little
yeah.
teeth out. I'm pretty sure she could.
She does yoga like every day. He's fucking still eating those Doritos.
She was on the remake of that the
Prime Suspect.
Yeah, which wasn't like a bad, for as terrible as American remakes of English TV shows get.
wasn't
Like
bad,
that
no.
wasn't that bad. And she's like a real hard apple in that movie. Like, yeah, she could totally kick his ass.
And that's kind of actually, I feel bad because I thought that's where Maria Bello was going to go. She was going to find a nice, comfortable TV show just to fucking be good at for quite some time.
And the problem is, much like with this movie, she had a silly hat on the whole time.
Did I remember that?
And
Yeah,
that's why that fucking show
That's
got
the real
canceled.
problem.
She had like a kind of a moonwalker hat.
Well, because it
Yep.
wasn't Prime Suspect as much as it was Prime Hat, and everyone was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I don't watch Prime Hat."
And it's like now we got. It's lucky it's getting a second season because fucking The Blacklist is the same thing. It could be called James Spader wears stupid hats. That's all. I mean,
And a stupid black jacket all the time as well.
you can't just have a stupid hat in your movie or your TV show.
It's distracting, and it's a problem.
Unless it's Mad Men and everyone's wearing stupid hats because it's the fashion. You can't just have a singular person wearing a stupid hat because it's a person wearing a stupid hat and everyone's going to be paying attention to it the whole time.
A hat can't be a character plot point. All
Yeah,
right,
you're
And that's-
right. You're goddamn right.
That's the problem. That's this movie all over. He puts on the hat and becomes evil,
Yep, now it's just a murder hat. It's a crime hat.
and he's wearing it the rest of the movie when he does all the nefarious deeds.
And it's such horseshit, too, because instead of attempting to fight back in any way, much like other female Stephen King characters, she just becomes fucking Shelley Duvall in The Shining.
Yeah.
And just starts screaming and running around the house.
Screaming and like weak punching him. No, close your fist, which you know how to do, and knock his glasses off.
Yeah, totally.
Like that's all. No one can close. Apparently, women don't know how to close their fists in movies. Like ever, it's always that like open hand. Like I'm going to hit you with my wrist.
It's like a
Also-
professional wrestler punching someone in the face.
Exactly.
And fine, yeah, he's eating the Doritos and she's probably, having smoothies every morning with
Yeah.
spinach and fucking, things that are good for you.
A good old kale smoothie.
He's also been sleeping for what seems to be a month. His fucking muscle mass is for shit. He can't do any of this.
I love his legs are just atrophied and he's trying to chase
crawling,
after her.
That's how that happens.
I totally, yeah, I really think she could take him. I really do.
And sure as fuck, I mean, Timothy Hutton could kill him.
Timothy Hutton does fill the Scatman Crothers role in this movie.
Yeah.
He certainly does.
So like we go out into the secret garden and she like trips. Now she's really groggy and he's like, "Now I'm going to explain the whole movie to you. Sit down." "Are you done with your fish yet? You know you can't just have that on your lap. It's going to stink the entire time."
Hey, lady, the credits are coming. You might want to finish that up.
You didn't even take off the fucking skin. Are you fucking serious? This is a movie theater, madam.
You know who eats fish like that? Garfield.
Or bums.
Garfield or homeless people are the only entities that would eat a fish like that.
I have a question for you, madam. Are you a fat orange cat or a bum? So at this point, Timothy Hutton shows up 'cause it's been 3 minutes, and he was literally 3 minutes behind her.
Yeah.
And he does the old loudmouth thing, like things are knocked over. There's a little blood on the stab, but he starts doing the "Hey, I'm coming. I'm getting involved." You see that shit? Hey, you do your little. It's 2004 again. Call the police immediately on a cell phone.
Yep.
Get all the information you can out immediately.
Oh, yeah.
And then maybe start sneaking around and, figure this shit out and take down Johnny Depp, who you're 2.5 feet taller than.
Put away your air horn. Just put it away. You don't need it.
Instead, he just gets hit in the face with this shovel, and he's down for the count. And Maria Bello's screaming because, like, she falls and hits her head, right? So she's, like, out of it.
Yeah.
And then you see Johnny Depp doing the old, like, raising the shovel up and, like, bringing it down on Timothy Hutton to really get the death blow in.
Where was David Cronenberg's History of Violence guy for that shot?
Yep.
Let's do it. We're
I want to
finally
see
doing
that
it.
head come off.
Or that first 15 minutes of Only God Forgives.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
a big old fucking mass of something.
Oh,
Or-
yeah.
Or even Jeff Bridges at the end of fucking The Vanishing.
Yeah.
That's a great shovel in the face.
Oh,
That Vanishing remake.
yes. There's very few great, like, metal to the face thing. I feel it's like, yeah, that Jeff Bridges fucking Vanishing remake. Home Alone's got good metal to the face. Like that iron to Daniel Stern's face.
Oh yeah,
There's ways to do it. You know the way to not do it? Off screen.
No, but this movie's PG-13 too, because why the fuck not? And like, I mean, they might have like toned it down because they realized Pirates was so big and they wanted to get some of that audience.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's,
that is something that I do feel like there. We were talking about missing reels. I think there's a missing reel from this.
Yeah.
Because there's just too much that's rushed.
Yeah.
Like, but weirdly, it feels longer. Like, I don't get it.
I was shocked when you said the runtime of this film because I really thought it was like over 2 hours. I thought we were in a longer than Star Wars situation. The other thing, though, is when he is revealing, like, oh, by the way, I am John Turturro, you see the flashback of the car incident.
Yeah.
And it's like he just like rakes the axe over Charles S. Dutton like really quickly and then like jams the dude in the head, and you don't really see any of it. It's like such quick cut editing that there's like nothing there.
Let's do it, everybody. What else am I sitting here for 90 minutes?
It's you know what, Steve? It's an actor's movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's about the performances. It's really, it's John Turturro and Johnny Depp coming together to perform for the audience.
But it's not. I mean, it's just Johnny Depp, John, for 96 minutes, and like
you said it again, and I still refuse to believe that this movie's only 96 minutes.
So here's the last piece here is, and she's screaming her head off because she's a dumb woman, and then she gets killed, right?
That's
And
all she can do.
We black out. We come back to the town, and it's sometime later. Johnny Depp has new glasses on for some reason and braces, because that's what character depth is, I guess, is when you get braces.
He's got braces. His hair is now cut into like a bob.
Yeah.
Also,
he also got the lighter shade of Just for Men.
He did.
He got it's a little bit more blonde, a little
the
bit more
hair
red.
is all one color now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a blonde bob is what he's got going on.
And like there was the UPS girl, by the way, because UPS paid almost as much as Jif and Doritos.
Almost. But not as much as Mountain Dew.
No.
Flirted with him a little bit, and so she's in the town, and like he sees her and he flirts with her back, and she's grossed out by him, and everybody knows he's a murderer. It's like that's kind of the twist. Is like, oh my god, everybody knows. And the sheriff shows up to his house when he's like typing away. And the house, by the way, all the scraping in the walls of Shooter, all gone somehow.
Just gone. Yeah, you replaced all the wood load-bearing walls. Like, what are you talking about?
Who did that work, by the way? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and he's like, we don't have enough to put you away, Johnny, but we will one day. And just stay out of town. And I'm sorry, but you have all the evidence you need. Like, the house burned down. Who did that? Now this woman and her lover are missing.
Yep.
He's the prime effing suspect. Everybody knows it.
And
like,
he seems a lot more relaxed.
maybe check his enormous backyard where those fucking bodies might be buried.
Totally. Also, he definitely threw the car with Charles S. Dutton
Yes.
and that white guy off a cliff.
Into a lake that's like 3 feet deep.
No, it's like a quarry. It's like fucking shallow grave. It's a quarry.
Yeah.
Man, way better movie.
Way.
And he's got braces. Here's a problem if you ever had braces. He's got braces and he's eating corn on the cob. Not possible.
What does it say that he's moved from powdered cheesy corn chips to corn on the cob?
I maybe it's like a re-getting back with nature kind
Maybe
of.
those braces aren't real.
Maybe
That's how he can do it. It's fake braces.
Sure. Well, that's the whole twist. Is like then we the last shot of the movie is we go out to the backyard and there's corn where the dead bodies are, and it's like, oh fuck. So I guess it's been months and months and months, and
That he's got this corn crop.
how are you not getting a warrant for this dude's house? How on earth are you not getting a warrant?
Steve, this is the same sheriff who didn't know that killing a dog was cruelty to animals.
Also, Charles S. Dutton works at what seems to be the 10th floor of Trump Tower.
Yes.
Like, it's beautiful. Nobody? His
Yeah.
last case, he went to fucking
Yep,
out in the
yep.
middle of fucking nowhere.
Yep.
To investigate Johnny Depp's stupid ass thing. And he never came back. Nobody's coming to fucking ask about him?
Margot, I'll be back after the weekend. I'm going up to the country to investigate Johnny Depp's stupid ass thing. I'll be back on Monday.
But definitely put that down in my agenda because that's what I do because I'm a businessman. So everyone knows where I'm going. Talk to you later.
yeah, no, exactly. Like people are coming for Charles S.
Danielle
Dutton.
Steele is wondering where her guy is. Dean Koontz is wondering where his guy is. Like, this guy is important. This guy's a fucking power player.
Where is the literary cleaner? What happened to him?
Dan Brown is ringing off the hooks. You got cut off in traffic. Thought the Vatican did it. Oh, it's those clowns at the Vatican. They're trying to run me off the road.
Got shortchanged at a Burger King. Vatican did it. Fucking told the Vatican I gave him a 20. I got changed for a fucking 10. Whopper don't cost that much. Dan Brown.
Fucking Vatican.
I love if he's like caught cheating on his wife. And, like she comes home like, what the fuck is this? He's like, oh, what? Oh, fucking Vatican. God damn it.
Vatican set me up.
Thought it was you.
JP2 had a hand in this.
Blaming JP too. Specifically JP2.
No, not the Nazi or the new one. But
Oh, man. That's a great Showtime show for you, Chris. Is the Nazi in the new one? Chronicling.
it's my Ken Burns documentary about the last couple of years.
How many zoom in and outs can you have of Pope pictures, by the way?
You would think only 200.
He'll get a fucking 12-part miniseries out of it. Don't worry. Yeah, so it's like they're buried under this corn, which is also weird because it's like, are you eating them? Like, is that
Yeah,
what you
it's-
think is happening? Like, I'm getting their essence through corn. Nom, nom, nom.
the fucking braces on, Mike. That's almost as bad as Starbursts. That's almost as bad as eating Starbursts.
And you're speaking as someone who had braces for a very long time.
Oh yeah. It's you can't be eating corn on the cob, man.
Yeah, you're sawing it off.
Yeah,
Nice
exactly. They're eating it off a plate separately.
Oh, man, that's just no way to live. That's not my America. And that's the fucking end of the movie, man. He smiles at the sheriff, and it's like,
It's all about the ending.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it keeps saying. And guess what? Your ending sucked.
it really fucking did. And your whole thing, how does it end, right? It's like the corn, and we're just like, we're doing like a real, like, pan down. We're
Yeah.
like tilting down, and it goes like down underground kind of, but it's just really transitioning to black.
Yeah.
And that's the last we see.
That's the last shot.
Right?
Yeah.
There's no like fingers sticking out of the ground or nothing like that.
Oh, no. Thank God I fucking wrote this down because it's going into the black and you think it's going to like go underground. You're going to see bodies or something,
Yeah.
but it just goes to black. Cut back to an extreme close-up of him taking a bite out of the corn on the cob.
Yeah.
And then that's the last thing you see. Oh, why is that necessary?
Why is any of it necessary? And there's
Here's-
no.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got nothing.
Well, okay, I'll tell you this, though. I don't know how much of sticklers you guys are for sticking around through the credits. But I stick around through the credits for reasons like this, okay? Because you never know when a real nugget's going to come along. The end of the credits for this movie, right? There's no video. It's all audio
Sure.
of Johnny Depp singing that Mama's Little Baby likes shortening,
No,
Mama's Little Baby
really?
likes shortening bread. But the whole thing, he's singing it, and if you're just listening to it, it sounds like he's singing it while he's jerking off. Okay? Here's some audio of the end of this movie.
Mama's little baby loves shortening. Mama's little baby loves shortening bread.
Oh, shortening bread. Mama's Little Baby likes shortening. It's fucking disgusting, and it means nothing. Like, what does that have to do with anything?
It did come. It's not in the movie whatsoever.
least.
Not once. He
Just-
doesn't sing at all.
Is it is it like a little audio snippet, or is it like the last song as the credits are playing?
It's just the very last
Oh, like
bit of audio
one
right
of
at
those,
the
yeah.
tail end of the credits.
Yeah.
It's like the songs fade out.
That's just who, why, and what.
It's like the text of the credits are almost off the screen entirely. And all of a sudden it's like Mama's little baby likes shortening, Mama's little baby likes shortening bread. It's all about the ending.
David Kopp's like, what are you doing in there, Johnny?
Nothing. Oh, would anybody recommend Secret
Get
Window?
the
No.
fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, right? That's
This is my least. I mean, like, what I like about Stephen King, even Dreamcatcher, it's batshit stupid, and there's fucking monsters, and there's a little.
sure.
There's something going on.
There's
you know?
people farting and shitting themselves to death.
It's an actual disaster. Like I these like boring disasters. I got no fucking time for it.
No, there's no reason to watch this movie. There's no tense anything. There's a stupid fucking hat that makes you kill people.
Also, like, why not just even have even pop music would make this movie so much better. Like one pop song
Sure.
of something aside from Johnny Depp just talking about the Talking Heads.
I would actually that would be great. Is after he kills Maria Bello and Timothy Hutton and he's like cleaning up his life, semi-charmed kind of life. Well, he's like dusting and he's fucking getting rid of all the Dorito bags.
And it's the long version
Yeah.
with the extra verses.
And he's doing a little dance to himself and singing it to himself. Yeah.
It's just for him.
Throws out that fucking robe.
That's the end of it. Is he also then buries that robe in the secret garden right outside the secret window? Ah, that is Secret Window from 2004, directed by David Koepp. If you want to get a hold of us, check out our website, whmpodcast.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We're at WHM Podcast. Right into the mailbag, weallhatemovies at gmail.com. And remember, you have till 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time to call into the We Hate Movies hotline on September 30th for this November's Listener Request Month, 718-925-3893. Or if you're on Skype, our username is We Hate Movies, all one word. You look like you're going to say something, Steve. Nothing, just nothing.
Just zoned right out.
You're still just thinking about Secret Window.
Still thinking about fish.
You're still scarred from it. I can still smell it. Clue for next week's episode.
Ted the Handsome Dancing.
Sure. No,
That's it.
That works.
Ted the Handsome Dancing. That's all I got. Until next week, I'm Andrew Jupin.
Chris Cabin.
Steven Zadak.
Take it easy.
How in the hell did I big money scribbling asshole like you get down to a little shit splat town in Mississippi and steal my goddamn story.